Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Dark Souls. We are in the Crystal Forest Caves. Big Hat Logan called it a crystal forest. It's definitely a cave. It's kind of cool. Kind of a cool looking cave. We're about to go take on Xanthous, the Scaleless Dragon, who has, since he didn't have scales, discovered a primordial crystal and is using that primordial crystal to make himself invincible, as if he had scales. He's also kind of gone insane in this whole process, which is why we're going to put him down and take back his bequeathed soul shard that was given to him, a fragment of one of the legendary, great souls that was given to him by Lord Gwyn. So, let's do this. I'm going to top off my HP. It seems kind of silly to use an Estus for that, but man, you know what? Hang on. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this. We're gonna give this a shot. I'm gonna go for his tail. We're gonna see if this works out. It usually doesn't. A little cutscene as Xanthous enters the room here. That's the primordial crystal. That delicate little strand of crystal up there. Oh, and Xanthous is not happy. Okay. Go on, Xanthous. Do your breath attack, please. We'll see if this works. Wrong breath attack. So this shard has to be broken. I could just attack it. It has to be broken before we can do any damage to Xanthous. Or, as an alternative, we can get Xanthous to break it for us, which will maybe give us a chance at chopping off Xanthous' tail. Hey, are you going to come over here? Come on. I'm right here. Seriously? What are you doing, Xanthous? I don't like this. I think Xanthous is broken. Are you gonna keep doing this? Holy crap. Come on. Tail? Nope. Okay. So we're also... That was worth a shot. Like I said, we can't do any damage until we've broken the crystal. I was curious to know if that included chopping off the tail. Turns out it does. Almost killed us, too. Come along. That actually would have been a good chance to go after the tail. Oh, this should work. Maybe. Here, do your breath attack right here, please. See you. That's what I wanted. Boom! Okay, now give us our shield back before bad things happen. And let's get our hat back as well. Cool. That actually worked. Alright. Now we just go to town on Xanthous, and watch out for those crystals that he breathes, because those will potentially curse us. Xanthous is actually like a really easy boss. You can just kind of get up here in his grill and pound away on him. It helps to have really high curse resistance in this fight, as you might expect. Holy crap. Come on, one more hit. There we go. Yeah, so this is one of those rare, I don't know, I guess I have to just call it like a tank and spank boss fight. You just want to have heavy duty armor, high curse resistance, and just kind of stand there and pound away on Xanthous while taking those constant hits. So yeah, not bad. That is actually our second, whoops, wrong way, our second soul shard. So we have 2 bequeathed soul shards, one from the 4 kings. Soul of one of the 4 kings who fell to dark, a fragment of a lord soul discovered at the dawn of the Age of Fire. Lord Gwyn recognized the foresight of these 4 great leaders of New Londo, and granted them their ranks and the fragments of a great soul. Although this is not a full lord soul, it can still satiate the lord vessel. So we don't have, like, Lord Gwyn's amazing Lord Soul, so we have to make do with these kind of smaller, fragmented Lord Souls to fill up the Lord Vessel. That's what we're doing here. And here's one we got from the Soul of the Albino Xanthous the Scaleless. Fragment of the Lord Soul, discovered at the dawn of the Age of Fire. Xanthous allied with Lord Gwyn and turned upon the dragons. For this, he was awarded dukedom, embraced by the royalty, and given a fragment of a great soul. Although just a piece, it will still satiate the Lord Vessel. And there's a hovering bit of a broken, cursed person statue right there. But for all of that, hooray, we're done here. There is a new bonfire at this area, which we can warp to. That's a change that came with the patch and the DLC and whatnot. So we can actually warp here and then run out and, like, farm, like, keep killing those demonic crabs over and over again to try to get the Titanite from them. We can also use this to get out of here, which is the most important aspect. Before we're done with the Duke's Archives forever, however, we're gonna go pay one last visit to Master Logan. Well, I guess not one last visit. We got 2 things that we're gonna do with Logan.
Oh, there you are. It's been a while. Or were you just here? This fascinating place defeats my sense of time.
So, Master Logan is kind of going a little bit crazy here. We've purchased all of his spells. So there's 2 triggers for continuing the Master Logan side quest to the final stage. One is you have to defeat Xanthous, and the other is, after all is said and done and you've made it this far, you have to purchase every spell that he has to offer. This will give us some interesting new dialogue.
The undead. What's the other one first?
There's a lot of mumbling for just those 2 words.
Come again. The knowledge here is limitless.
So if we talk to you one more time here.
Who are you? Stay clear of my work. Curses upon you. How dare you disturb me?
Yep, Master Big Hat Logan has officially forgotten who we are.
Who are you?
So if we go back and rest at the bonfire, he should move to his next area. Yeah, so again, the same, like, research and knowledge that drove Xanthous insane starting to affect Master Big Hat Logan. Now, I'm curious to know if that's enough to make you disappear, or if we actually have to, like, go somewhere. We may have to, like, warp somewhere and then come back. Like, trigger an actual loading screen. Yeah, let's do that. Doo-doo-doo. It's so fun trying to get all these side quests to work. You know what we can do, actually? I totally forgot about this. Let's go upgrade the goofy-looking hat that I got on my head. It's not like I'm doing anything else with all this twinkling titanite that we've been picking up, right?
Show me that ember of yours. Well, I've never heard of a black ember. How about leaving that ember with me? I find it strangely fascinating.
Oh yeah, that's the dark occult ember that we picked up in the Painted World. Yeah, sure, I'm not going to use it, but you can have it.
Yes. Well, thank you. This ember really is something special. I'm already under its spell. I sense great potential, indeed.
Okay. Let's reinforce armor. So the Xanthous set here, 200 souls and a twinkling titanite, and it can only go up to +5, as opposed to the +10 that armor can normally go up to. We'll just upgrade the crap out of it. I have no use for all this twinkling titanite. And I love the way this goofy hat looks, so I'm fine with that. So 10 twinkling titanite to upgrade that all the way. Yeah, I don't care about anything else.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
Just out of curiosity, I want to see how this stacks up to our dingy hood that we've been wearing. Six-eyed Helm of the Channelers. Also, let's read this. Helm of the Channelers, sorcerers that serve Seath the Scaleless. The 6 eyes arranged in 2 vertical columns compensate for Seath's lack of sight. The heaviest of protective gear for sorcerers imbued with magic. Dingy hood. Yes, so we have much higher, just about everything. Wow, even higher magic defense. That's interesting. Although the dingy hood could still get one more upgrade. The dingy hood doesn't weigh as much. It doesn't look as cool either. I mean, look at that. That's fantastic. I am reminded, though, before we go on, I'm going to repair all of my gear. It probably doesn't need it, but...
It won't. I'm afraid.
Oh, the crystal ember he won't accept, by the way. That's what that was.
Go get yours.
There we go. Awesome. I now have a +5 Xanthous crown on the top of my head. That should be more than enough time. Let's head back to the Duke's Archives. We're going to wrap up the Big Hat Logan business. And then I got to figure out what I want to do next. We could go into the DLC area. I may or may not do that. We could also continue along the story critical path. Okay, yeah, so Logan is gone. He's not sitting there anymore. So, hooray! Now we get the fun part of going and trying to find where Big Hat Logan is. Oh, come on. Stupid table. I think we're going to do that. We're going to look for Logan. Oh, I hate these sorcerers. And the archers. I think I hate the archers more. At least you can usually hear the sorceries coming. Okay, I do want this. Any day now, elevator. There's a treasure chest on top of that bookshelf there. It's pretty tricky to get at, but we could go for it. I'm not going to bother. It's a crossbow. It's a good crossbow, but it's still just a crossbow, and I have no need for one of those. Okay, this is going to be a bit tricky. Well, it might be a bit tricky. I don't know. I forget how much damage he actually does. It might be enough to actually kill us. I hope not. We're headed all the way back up to where we first encountered Xanthous before we died and were imprisoned. There's a chest here, and I believe it contains like an ember or something. And also a naked Big Hat Logan who's shooting crystal sorceries at us. So that's fun. Big Hat Logan has officially gone hollow, by the way. That's what's going on here. Will you get back here? There we go. And thus ends the Big Hat Logan quest. We get the White Dragon Breath Sorcery, the Big Hat, and the Tin Crystallization Catalyst, which I believe is the best catalyst in the game. And there's our large magic ember. That would, if we were using magic weapons, that would let us take magic weapons from +10 up to +15. It'd be that second tier of upgrades. Like the very large ember that we got earlier. So now that Xanthous is not in here, we can explore this a little bit. I believe there's like a corpse with a soul on it or something around here, if I'm not mistaken. There it is. I think it's a soul of a hero. Ooh, soul of a great hero. Holy cow, that's like 20,000 souls. That's awesome. And with that, I think we're officially done with the Duke's Archives. We can check out the big hat that we got from Big Hat Logan. It's in here somewhere. Gigantic hat worn by the great sorcerer Logan. It completely hid his face, which led to his nickname Big Hat. Famously antisocial, Logan used it to block out noise and people's stares so he could focus on his own thoughts. But it does not possess any special magic powers. So it's just a large hat, purely just so that he didn't have to listen to people. That's kind of funny. Where do we want to go next? Okay. So we've got a series of options, a whole bunch of different places we could go. The main two for actually progressing the story, the critical path for the game, would be down through the catacombs again, into the Tomb of Giants. More importantly, just to like activate a bunch of the bonfires so that we could warp back there later. Or back down beyond Blighttown into the Demon Ruins. I'm gonna go that way first. It's the area that I want to clear out third and last. But we need to go a little ways in there and fight a boss so that we can... I think we have to fight the boss. We might not have to. But I want to go in there a little ways so that we can pick up an item that we will be using to get through the Tomb of Giants. It's one of these things, just something we gotta do. The item that we're gonna go pick up, well, we'll see. You'll see. You'll see what it is. It's not something that we could have gotten earlier, by the way. It's not like something that I just neglected or missed. It's something that you can't actually get until you've placed the Lord Vessel. It's hidden behind the orange fog wall that disappeared after we did the Lord Vessel stuff. So, that's why we gotta go get it now. I'm just gonna run past all these guys. We have fought them so many times, there's no need to go through it again. They'll probably fall off and die while I'm climbing down the ladders and stuff here. You guys all know the drill by now. You've seen me make this run through Blighttown so many times. I don't need to kill you, I just felt like it. Yep, there went there went one of the ogres right there. Ooh, you weren't there. That's from the dead ogre. That's going to be like a dung pie, most likely. Almost guaranteed to be a dung pie. I think that's probably from the other ogre that just died. Oh, dang it. Okay, hopefully mosquitoes will leave me alone for a moment. We need to reassess our equipment. I think I'm going to swap back over to the gold-hemmed black armor. Yeah, we're going to go with that for now. It has high fire resistance and high poison resistance, which will be helpful. And we need the restored iron ring so that we can get through this area nice and quick. Oh, and I'm going to have to use a moss clump to cure myself of poison. That's okay, though. Ooh, hello. I apparently got too close to one of those guys. They're throwing their boulders at me. That's no good. Alright, back through Quelaag's domain. We're going to go back down over by where we rang the bell. We're going to keep going. The, what's her name? The Pale Lady. Quelaag's sister. The White Spider Lady who has the Covenant, the Daughters of Chaos. We're going to go there. I thought I rested at the bonfire. I thought you'd be able to warp to it. Apparently, either I didn't rest at the bonfire here, which is entirely possible, considering I think I usually homeward boned back out of here. I either didn't rest at it, or we can't warp to it because I'm not a member of the Covenant. So we're just going to see what is going on with that. Because it would have been really nice to just warp here and not have to make this whole stupid long run. That's okay, though. Either way, we'll be able to rest here now and make this poison go away. Voila, no poison. You know what? Soul of a Great Hero, we're gonna go ahead and use this. It'll give us like 20,000 souls. Should be more than enough to let us level up again. I think I'm going to get to 25 vitality, and then I'm going to start pouring points back into strength. Okay, we rested there. Hopefully, what I'm going to attempt here all works out. There's this bonfire here as well. This is the one where we rested before we fought Ceaseless Discharge. Way back in the day. And down here, all the Taurus demons that we fought and killed earlier, those are all gone forever. Which is nice. There's still a couple of random items out there. There is a fire ember. I think it's like the chaos ember, actually, to upgrade fire weapons and turn them into chaos weapons. And there might be one or two other things out in the lava there. I'm not going to bother with those. Over here is Capra Demon Town. You all remember that jerk boss, the Capra Demon. He was horrible. Soul of a Proud Knight. So they're back, they're just regular enemies now. I forget whether or not I fought any of them. It would have just been this one. Yeah, 800 souls. Surprisingly little. Now we're going to run into another familiar face here. Somebody who we haven't encountered since way back in the sewers. Oh, also, watch out for like those cracks in the floors that you can fall down and die. I always... they always scare me because I'd never see them until the last minute or until it's too late. But yeah, we should get invaded here. There's way more Capra demons up ahead there. There we go. Kirk, the Knight of Thorns, round 2. You fought him in the sewers, back in the Basilisk area. He is still just as easy as he was back then, but he has really cool looking armor. Alright, so we can retrieve the power of the Dark Spirit, which is humanity and a bunch of souls, which is awesome! That means we can level up again. And we got his spiked shield, that's actually kind of cool. Okay. Capra Demon time. We ultimately want to get down there to that ledge. You can see there's a couple of white summon signs. There's also a bonfire down there, but it's going to be pretty tricky to get to. Just because we have to go through all these Capra demons first. Can I only fight one of you, please? Thank you. Okay, awesome. That's enough to kill them. I'm so happy. Oh, you got a jump attack? I got one too. Dang it. That was not the jump attack that I had hoped it would be. That's okay. Still works out. Oh, and I staggered you, too. Didn't mean to kick. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Piece of cake. Oops, didn't actually mean to walk off there. Oops. Could have been worse, I suppose. I meant to come down these stairs here. That was just me being a bit of a derp. It works out. Yeah, so past that other Capra Demon, down the stairs here, those stone statues you saw, there was one of those. There's a whole bunch of them. They're all over the place here. Those guys. They're irritating. I'm not going to let them do their attack. We will be seeing plenty more of them as we go throughout the area here. Soul of a Proud Knight, also giant creepy centipede demon that is like petrified and clinging to the wall here. We'll deal with that later. Oh, I hate those things. Those things. I don't know why I'm saying it as if there's more than one. There's one. I hate it. I hate these worms too. These worms are terrifying. These rock worms. They can bite you and like hit you with a grab attack and just eat you, and then you're dead. They can also do that, and they can spit acid that will degrade and potentially break your gear. This one right here, that's what I was hoping for. It's really dumb to be melee, like a melee character against them, because they will just ruin your day. But that worked out. Yeah, they're pretty nasty. That one won't respawn. It was protecting the fire. We now have access to the bonfire here, which, hooray, huzzah! That's all I really wanted. And I think we can warp to this bonfire also. And we can warp to the Daughter of Chaos now, if nothing else, so that's good. Apparently I just never rested at that bonfire. So, that's good. We have that taken care of. By the way, not all of these statues will come to life. Like, these are just actual statues, not enemies. This one over here is an enemy. And they breathe fire. That's kind of their only attack. So they're really not tough to deal with, even if you don't have a crazy overpowered weapon like I do. Alright, I'm going to push just a little bit further here. There's one last thing that I would like to do up ahead here. But first we have to deal with, yeah, see there's that rock worm right there that just popped out. That one will respawn, which sucks. And this Taurus demon here will also respawn. So we're in the realm of respawning enemies. I think it's cool that he just did the overhand two-handed smash, which is an attack that I can do too. I think that's really neat that we have the same moveset. Yeah, I'm just not going to go anywhere near that thing. Those worms are terrifying. Turned and looked at me. Yeah, and that's the acid. It'll destroy your gear, everything that you have equipped. Oh, they're so bad. There's another Taurus demon, like, just down below. I'm not going to go fight that one. That one also respawns, as you might have guessed. I will kill the Capra demon and get whatever the item is that he's protecting over here, though. Hello. Oh, dang it. Oh yeah, I don't have my poison ring equipped anymore, do I? Let's deal with that real quick. Grab the item here. There's that petrified demon thing that's hanging off the edge of the rock over there. Kinda cool. Really creepy place. This is where the orange fog wall was. There's an actual fog wall, and there's a boss on the other side of it, so we're not going to deal with that. Just want to pick up a couple of items. Ooh, that worked. Nice. Grab Soul of a Brave Warrior. I would like to get down from here without dying, if possible. I think means we need to land on that tree. Also, fun use of the prism stones. If you throw them over an edge... Listen. That just kind of made a breaking sound, like breaking glass, like you'd expect, so that's fine. That fall will be fine. We can make that fall. But here... Oh, we could make that too. Nice. If you throw them, sometimes they'll... Like, if you throw them over an edge where you can't actually survive the fall, they will shriek when they break. So that's a good way to let you know whether or not you'll live if you fall down a ledge. They're little, like, depth testers. Okay, well, glad I made that fall. Oh, interesting. I'm going to have to join the Daughters of Chaos, or the Servants of Chaos Covenant again. No, I'm not. Maybe? Oh, I'm going to kill these little bugs real quick. Sunlight medals! Hooray! Yep, if you kill these creatures, they can have a small chance to drop sunlight medals. So if you're having a hard time summoning people to assist you against bosses, here you go. You can use these to boost your standing in the Covenant instead. Okay, dang it. So I was afraid of that. We do actually need to be a member of the Servants of Chaos Covenant, so we'll deal with that later, which means I'm going to have to turn in 15 more humanity, which I have enough for, so all is good. Bummer. I was afraid of that. Not much we can do about it now, though. We'll be coming back for that. That has the item that I would like to get before we do the Tomb of Giants. And then we could do the rest of the Demon Ruins and whatnot later. Okay, cool. So I think... Actually, you know what? Rather than have to run by that rock worm and whatnot again, let's just Homeward Bone back. So I'm going to go ahead and end things here. I think... I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I think we're going to do the DLC stuff. I think I'm going to do that next time. So, yeah. We have that to look forward to. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time as we head towards Artorias of the Abyss, the DLC area for this game. Oh man, I'm excited. Are you excited? We should all be excited. May the grace of the Twilight Dragon be with you.